What's going on? I'm DJ Kadero. Welcome back to the Diaspora Show here on 87.9, the culture where hip-hop and R&B lives. It is Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Wagwan. What's up? What up? What up? It's Friday, June 12th, 2026. Man, it's Flex Friday. So all the work muscle, your work muscle, your school muscle, your gym muscle, you're a spouse. So you've had to be a slave to your spouse. All of that muscle you've been prepping for this Friday. And don't worry, it's Flex Friday here on the Diaspora Show. For those that don't know how this works, this is how it goes. First, I give you guys the Diaspora news. That's top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else that the African diaspora is centered. Again, that's the Diaspora news. Diaspora news, you get it? Okay, all right. After that, I give you guys the top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else. Oh, excuse me. I give you guys words of wisdom. Whoa. After that, I give you guys words of wisdom through the African proverb of the day. Again, the African proverb of the day. Looking at African proverb of the day, it's words of wisdom either through a life lesson or an affirmation. Then I get busy. I get busy on these ones and twos in front of me. I am a DJ, and the baddest Afro DJ in the game. Go and tell your uncle. And I give you the best beats, the best harmonies, the best vibes. And it's Friday, so that means that I'm flexing all Afro beat, all Amapiano, all dance hall, anything in the Afro world that can make you shake your body. Oh. You like that? You like that? You like that? Well, how about this, huh? Let's quit the yapping and let's start the show. Let's get to the Diaspora news. Come on.
879 Studios in Omaha, Nebraska. This is Diaspora News with your anchor, DJ Kadero.
That's me. Let's get up into it. What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on, huh? How are you, sir? I'm getting fine, sir. How about this? It doesn't make any sense because, I mean, this is the Diaspora Show, but something amazing happened yesterday. Something amazing happened yesterday, huh? I think all of Africa was waiting for yesterday's opening match for Mexico and South Africa. And it didn't go the way that you would think if you're not African. But if you're African, it went the way exactly like you guys wanted. So don't worry, I got you guys.
Y arriba yo, mi papá y la chona.
Break it down, 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 break it down. Come on!
Contaré la historia de una famosa persona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chona. Su marido dice ya no sé qué hacer con ella. Diario.
Welcome to the Diaspora Show. Yes, 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 yes. Woo-wee. For those that are just tuning in, this is the Diaspora Show. It's Flex Friday here on 87.9, the culture where hip-hop and R&B lives. I'm DJ Kadero, your host. And yes, this is the African Diaspora Show, but the World Cup opening match happened yesterday between Mexico and South Africa in Mexico City. Opening match of the World Cup. And for those that are not African, they don't come from an African household, they don't have African parents, you're probably wondering, what is DJ Kadero doing? And you're probably wondering, why were my African friends supporting Mexico yesterday? We'll get into all that. Before we do, we have a chat. Yes, we have a group chat. Go ahead and in the app that you're listening to me on, or if you're listening to me on the website, I don't know how you would do it on the website, but on the app itself, You can create a username and password by clicking the group chat tab. Click that tab and create a username and password. Keep the password for yourself, but the username can be anything. Try to keep it as appropriate as possible, so that way we'd be able to read it out loud. Also, not only the group chat for my show, but any of our other shows and programs here on 87.9 The Culture all throughout the week. Let's see if anybody know they greet. Nobody's greeting yet, huh? But like I said yesterday, it was a vibe, huh? It was a vibe. Again, if you're not African, you don't come from an African household, you're probably wondering, what? Why were so many Africans on social media celebrating? We'll get into that, as well as this upcoming weekend's World Cup matches. All right. Again, I'm DJ Kadero. This is the Diaspora Show, and this is the Diaspora News. All right, I'm your host here. And the wait is over, guys. The 2026 FIFA World Cup exploded into action yesterday. But the big news is not just what happened during the match, but it's what happened on our phones and in the streets. And a shocking twist, millions of football fans. Again, guys, I know if you're in the United States, I know what they call it, soccer. I get it. But the rest of the world calls it football because it's a game primarily played with your feet. I get it. If you're in America, you're like, nah, this is America. I get it. Calm down. This is a Diaspora Show. Go and get some coffee. Put me on your Bluetooth speaker. Make some coffee, make some tea. Maybe even put some bourbon or brandy in there. Or waragi. Shout out to my Ugandans. What's going on? Whatever you need to do to calm down. Okay? It's going to be okay. So we're going to call it soccer and football. How about that? When I use the word football throughout today's broadcast, I'm talking about soccer and vice versa. When I say soccer, I'm talking about football. All right? Got it? Let's keep going. So millions of football fans across the African continent abandoned South Africa. Instead, they cheered loudly for Mexico. Again, yesterday kicked off game 1 of the FIFA 2026 World Cup with 3 host countries of North America, Canada, United States, and Mexico. Game kicked off in Mexico City. And yes, millions of African fans did not cheer for South Africa yesterday. They cheered for Mexico. You probably saw it on your social media and you probably were wondering what is going on. Today, we look at why exactly they cheered for Mexico instead of South Africa, and how the ugly face of xenophobia turned Africa's fans against their own brothers and sisters. And then we'll review the actual game because it was wild and a chaotic night at Estadio Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. We saw goals, intense drama, and a couple red cards. And then we'll look forward to preview tonight's massive match in the Group D category. The United States takes on South America's Paraguay on home soil. And then we'll take a breath for a quick music break. All right, let's get into it. So let's dive straight in. So normally the World Cup unites Africa. Normally. Normally, yes. Normally it does. But 2026 has been a year so far, and we're only in the 6th month of the Gregorian calendar. And again, I always ask, who's Greg? But in the 6th month on the Gregorian calendar, things have been happening throughout this entire year that has everybody looking at South Africa and South Africans a little confused, especially if you're from the continent. We usually, as Africans, shout for the African team carrying their African flags. But yesterday, when South Africa's Bafana stepped on to the pitch against Mexico, social media looked very different. Even before the game, even days before the game, you started seeing social media clips of Africans, some in Africa and some in the diaspora, whether that's Europe, North America, Australia, and anywhere else. You saw Africans either dancing to Mexican music, mariachi music, or just saying that I'm no longer Omo Wale, or shout out to the Knicks, I'm no longer OG Anunobi. You can call me OG Martinez, or you can call me Ochana Rodriguez. You can call me Atieno Morales. It was truly unbelievable. Fans from Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Kenya. I mean, many African countries trolled openly South Africa. They changed their profile pictures to Mexican flags. And they wore sombreros, some virtual and some actually went out and got sombreros. And if you're in Africa, how did you get your hands on a sombrero? Because I saw some African content creators that I know that are in Africa. And they had sombreros on. But how did you guys get sombreros? Yeah, how about this? Instead of just having me say this and you guys just taking my word for it, how about this? There's a guy that explains this perfectly. Let's take a look. Well, I'll take a look. You guys will take a listen into how African content creators trolled South Africa and again, openly cheered for Mexico.
Go against Africa.
No, you can't do this. This is our home.
We'll take care of it. I promise. No.
Come on, ads.
So my
Come
son,
on,
Michael,
ads.
is out on a walk.
In the World Cup.
I hope every Nigerian knows who we are supporting for this match.
Welcome, Mexico! Somos Mexico!
Dear Africans, I hope you all know we are supporting Mexico during this match, right? Hey! Right?
We are all supporting Mexico against South Africa.
Mexico!
Why are you supporting Mexico? If we support South Africa, they will say we are taking their jobs.
Bro.
Dale, viva México!
Yo, ain't you African? Why you supporting Mexico, bro? You African.
Sí, soy africano, pero today, hoy, soy mexicano, dale! Viva
Nigga, you Nigerian.
Hey, listen. Un compa, que la es amora.
Bro, you African. Why you support?
Hey, African, pero South Africa, kick everybody out de South Africa today, I'm Mexican. Me gusta México.
So you supporting Mexico because fucking
Today, mexicano, hijo de puta mierda de South Africa, pendejo. We are going to South Africa, Bafana, fuck you. Bafana like this.
Yeah.
This time we do this. What
the fuck?
Sí.
But you African though.
I African, yes, good. Pero today game, tomorrow game de México y South Africa, soy mexicano. Viva México. Dale, güey, puta.
What the fuck?
Sí, dale, la mexicana.
Bafana.
No, Bafana, güey, puta pendejo, ¿sí? Saudona, no saudona. Sí.
After the match, come and see celebration. You know you have really fucked up when not one single African country, not single one is supporting you. Instead, everybody, they make video.
Once again, if you're just joining in, I'm DJ Kadero. This is the Diaspora Show here on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. Thank you for joining in. It's Friday, June 12th, 2026. And it's Flex Friday, so we're flexing all that work muscle, all that gym muscle, all that spousal muscle to make your spouse so happy. Oh my God, I love you. Yeah. This is when you get to flex it here on the Diaspora Show on Fridays. And this is the Diaspora News segment where we break down the top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else that the African diaspora is centered. We're getting into our first story. Yesterday, June 11th, 2026, kicked off the World Cup. Its first game was Mexico against South Africa in Mexico City. And surprisingly, well, not surprising to Africans that were born from African parents in African raised in African households, but the African diaspora that didn't have the fortunate opportunity, you probably were confused. My Black American brothers and sisters were really confused on social media, asking questions like, why are the Africans cheering for Mexico today? Again, what you were just hearing was some of those video clips of content creators across the continent and in the diaspora voicing their support for Mexico. So let's break down why. Okay, this comes because there's a deep anger over ongoing anti-immigrant unrest and xenophobia inside South Africa. Over the past few months here in just 2026, several nations have had to bring back their citizens, including Ghana and Nigeria, from South Africa due to rising violence against African immigrants. And you would think It's because of the Afrikaans, the British and the Dutch descended peoples of South Africa, those white South Africans. No, the violence against African immigrants have been by Black South Africans themselves. Online fans didn't hold anything back. One popular post said that we're supporting Mexico so South Africans can keep their jobs at home. This mocks the false claim that foreign African workers are taking local jobs. Experts say that this is a massive wake-up call for continental unity, because you can't preach Pan-Africanism on Monday and then attack your neighbors on Tuesday. Well, the football pitch had become a clear mirror for real political pain. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that first story. Are you somebody that didn't grow up in an African household and was confused yesterday on why you were seeing on social media, and then maybe even some of your friends in real life supporting Mexico over South Africa? Also, were you supporting Mexico as an African yesterday? If you were, we want to hear on why. Again, we have a group chat in the app that you're listening to me on, or if you're listening to me on the website. I don't know how. Maybe we can come up with something like that on the website itself. But let me know. I'm really curious. Myself, was I cheering for Mexico? You bet your uncle's wooden leg I was cheering for Mexico. Come on, you guys hear the song, right? Also, something that was pretty significant yesterday was there was a certain how can I say, is it Tex-Mex? Yeah, Tex-Mex food chain across America. You guys know it. You guys can either get a burrito or a bowl, let's just say, right? You guys know the name. I won't say the name because they're not a sponsor yet on the Diaspora show. And they were offering a buy one get one free deal. That might ring a bell to some of you guys that are listening. So yesterday there was a buy one get one free deal at a Tex-Mex restaurant chain across America, across the United States. So if you walked in with a soccer jersey, you could either get a bowl and then you would have your burrito for free, or your burrito you could get a burrito and then your bowl would be for free. And I took advantage. So when I walked in, there were some black people wearing Mexican jerseys. And I wore if you got a chance to see me outside of the radio station yesterday, I wore my Nigerian jersey, and it is very similar to a Mexican jersey, because the pattern of the Nigerian jersey that I have, and it's a Victor Moses. If those that want to know, it's Victor Moses, number 11. Victor Moses played on the Nigerian nationals team, the Super Eagles, during the 2010s. But I was wearing the Victor Moses green jersey, and it resembles the Mexican jersey a lot. That's just coincidence. I didn't plan that in. That's the only soccer jersey I have currently. And there was some Mexican fans walking in with Mexican jerseys, and we both looked at each other, and I saluted to them. I said, "You guys did a great job today." All right, Lita says, "What up, Kadero?" What's going on, Lita? We're just getting into our second story here on the Diaspora News. If you're just tuning in, I'm DJ Kadero, your anchor on the Diaspora News, where we highlight the top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else that the African diaspora is centered. Let's get into our second story on 87.9, The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. Our second story, let's talk about the actual match at Estadio Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. If they hate watching online and want a drama, they certainly got it, because Mexico won the game 2-0. I don't know if I got to mention that. Yes, Mexico ended up beating Bafana, the South African national team, 2-0. I know in America you guys are like, what's nil? It's just another way that the British say zero. And again, America doesn't practice the metric system. And it's a whole nother day, guys. I'll spend time with you guys on how much different the English is here versus the rest of the world. All right, but the score line only tells half the story. It was total chaos from start to finish. Mexico scored very early in the match, and our own Afro-Latino Julian Quiones found the net in just the 9th minute. The home crowd of over 100,000. Over 100. Yes. I guess that stadium holds 100,000 people. I did not know that. Yeah, that Azteca Stadium in Mexico City holds over 100,000. I did not know that. They went crazy. How about this? For more on the game, what happened? Who is our Afro-Latino brother that scored the first goal for Mexico? I heard a rumor that he's born in Colombia, and then he got Mexican nationality, Mexican citizenship. Anyways, let's go to the recap. Let's go to our affiliate for Diaspora News NBC. Come on.
Tonight, the biggest World Cup ever is finally here. An electric scene in Mexico City, with the home team putting on a show against South Africa, scoring the first goal.
And there's an early goal for the Mexicans. Quinones.
Early this morning, crowds started lining up, a sea of green with a lot of love for the home team.
Let's see how fast it takes to get a chant going. Okay, ¿están listos?
Ready?
Mexico! Mexico! Mexico!
Some fans flying thousands of miles, all the way from New Jersey.
Have you ever been to a World Cup game before?
I never been. It was a dream come true. Yes.
Inside, organizers showing off years of preparation.
This stadium has been completely redone. It fits about 80,000 people. The field is brand new, and it is another historic day, and there have been many here. This will be the third time this stadium hosts a World Cup game, and that sets a record.
The Mexican government coordinating an enormous military and law enforcement plan.
The crowds are pouring in, but also the country is not taking any chances with security. There are police, there are National Guard, some of them in riot gear.
Just before the game began, protesters demanding higher pay for teachers were shut down fast by riot police. Security just one of the challenges in a tournament that will span North America. 48 countries competing in 104 matches. And tomorrow, LA will take center stage with the U.S. team facing off against Paraguay.
Alvarado's crossing.
In Mexico tonight, the home team showing them how it's done, pulling off the first win of this World Cup.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated.
Woo! Welcome. Once again, if you're just joining in, I'm DJ Kadero, and this is the Diaspora Show here on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. It is Friday, not just any Friday, but it's Flex Friday. We're flexing all that work muscle, all that gym muscle, all that spousal muscle. Honey, can I go and shoot pool with my friends and drink a couple beers? No, get back in the kitchen. Is what your wife tells you. So you wanted to flex that muscle today, you can go ahead and flex that muscle. Don't worry, we're not like your wife. We won't beat you. We won't beat you, Larry. Larry, blink twice if you need help from Sharon. DJ Kadero, DV is not a laughing matter. Neither is Larry and his receding hairline. Let's go. Anyways, once again, welcome to the Diaspora News here on the Diaspora Show. We are covering our second story again, highlighting yesterday's opening match of South Africa against Mexico, where Mexico won 2-0. And millions of Africans on the social media were cheering for Mexico. South Africa tried to fight back, but things completely fell apart in the second half of the match. In the 49th minute, South Africa's Sithole was sent off with a red card. What does that mean? That means that not only is it a penalty, but he can't play in the next match when you get a red card. So a red card is worse than a yellow card, for those that are not familiar with soccer terminology, rules, and regulations. So down to 10 men, the South African team could not hold the line. And then Mexico's veteran, Raul Jimenez, scored a second goal in the 66th minute. He started crying, actually. Jimenez's father passed away not too long ago, I think within the past 6 years. And after he scored the second goal for Mexico to make it 2-0, he looked up in the sky and tears started falling down his face, and it was revealed that this game was a tribute to his father. And then the referee of the match was not done using his pockets. South Africa's Zwane got a red card as well after a video review for striking an opponent. And then also Mexican defender Cesar Montes also saw a red card. So the final count was 2 goals and 3 red cards. So South Africa finished with just 9 men on the field. And it was a painful night for Bafana, South Africa's national team. But a night of joy for Africans that were cheering against South Africa. Oh, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that second story again. The opening match, did you get to catch it? And it wasn't the only match of yesterday. And also, South Korea faced off against, I forget, but South Korea beat Czechia. Yes, they faced off against Czechia, and South Korea beat Czechia. So a pretty interesting day yesterday. All right, let's get into our Let's get into our third and final story on the Diaspora News. So let's go ahead and look forward to today and the rest of the weekend. The World Cup tournament moves to Los Angeles today. LA. California. You guys know the song. So the co-nation, one of the 3 co-nations that is hosting the World Cup, the United States opens their match against Paraguay. And this is a battle of Group D. The match will start at about 6 p.m. local Pacific time. Local Pacific. Oh, look at me. I said specific. That's funny. So at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So for those that are in Nebraska or just in the central time zone, that's from Texas all the way up to North Dakota. Don't you know? Huh? 6 p.m. So I know that Pacific is 2 hours behind central time. So that would be 4 p.m. approximately. Let me know in the comments if I'm correct on that. Again, 6 p.m. Pacific time it should be 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. United States will play Paraguay, and you can watch it live for free on the Tubi app. This is not a promotion. This is just letting you guys know if you guys are curious on where to watch it, because I know that NBC's Peacock is not streaming it. Fox Sports, I believe, but if you don't have a Fox Sports subscription, you might not be able to watch it for free, but you can watch it for free on the Tubi app. So right after you guys watch your speaking of Tubi, I just have to do this, guys. I know. Once again, welcome to the Diaspora Show. This is the Diaspora News segment. I'm your anchor, DJ Kadero, where we highlight the top stories going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and anywhere else that the African diaspora is centered here on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. It's Friday, June 12th, 2026. And I'm giving people information here, giving you guys information on where to watch this weekend, especially today's soccer matches for the 2026 FIFA World Cup that kicked off yesterday. So Fox Sports is streaming games, but if you don't have a Fox account that you're paying for, again, I'm sure you can get it in other ways, but if you're not able to do that, you can watch tonight's game. Again, U.S. kicks off their World Cup journey against Paraguay, a country in South America. You can watch it for free on Tubi. I've been seeing on social media like how crazy Tubi movies are. Is this real? Because a lot of stuff I don't believe whenever I believe probably less than 5% of the things I see on social media. So I always see clips of what people take from Tubi movies, and I'm like, this isn't, there's no way that this movie there wasn't a director, there wasn't a producer. I don't believe that this actually went into production. And then after it was filmed, there's no way a producer said, yeah, let's go ahead and this looks good. Let's go ahead and turn this in and see which network will pick up this. I don't believe it. So those wild Tubi movies that you guys watch, you guys should take a break from and watch some soccer, watch some football. So what should African viewers watch for in this game as far as the United States versus Paraguay? First, watch the tactical battle. The U.S. is led by head coach Mauricio Patieno. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. But Coach Mauricio says that he wants his team to attack with speed. So keep your guys' eyes on the captain, Christian Pulisic, on the wing. But don't sleep on Paraguay. They're known as Albiroja. And they have a rock-solid defense, huh? They qualified because South America has one of the toughest group stages known to today. So they're going to try to slow the game down and frustrate the U.S. team. And the U.S. team has home advantage. Again, 70,000 fans will be screaming at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles today. But if Paraguay scores first, it could shock the world. And then it's going to be a chess match. So this game could be pretty tight. How about this? Just a little insight. Do we have a little insight on the upcoming game today? No, I don't think we have any more insight. But you guys let me know. Will you guys be watching today's game of the United States against Paraguay? And if who will you be cheering for? If you're an American citizen, will you be cheering? Any American citizens, will you guys be cheering for Paraguay? Yes, you guys let me know. All right, so how about this? That's a lot of soccer news. You guys are probably not used to that. You guys are probably used to me just giving social and political news. Just wanted to give you guys a little break from that. How about I give you guys another break? That's some heavy sports drama. Let's lean back and enjoy some fresh vibes. What we'll do is, before I give you guys the African proverb of the day, let me give you guys a music break. It's just one song. This is your chance to go ahead and get in the kitchen, make yourself something to drink, make yourself something to eat. Maybe, if you partake in the... Maybe you can go ahead and realign those chakras. When we come back, we'll have the African proverb of the day. I'm DJ Kadero. This is the Diaspora Show here on 87.9 The Culture, where hip-hop and R&B lives. Don't go anywhere. It's Flex Friday!